Hello, I would like to introduce Universal Packing. Universal Packing is the newest and most modern bulk packing available. It's the most widely accepted of various fibers braided packing mixed with select compound greases makes Universal Packing a simple-to-use, long-lasting, money and time-saving rotary shaft or valve stem packing. I will discuss the various types and applications later, but first let me demonstrate how Universal Packing works inside of a gland. In order to see clearly how Universal Packing works, we've made a simple see-through mock-up of the stuffing box area. The small shaft and flat area represent the pump impeller and shaft. The thin-walled tube is the housing, and the last part functions as the follower gland. Here you can see how simple it is to install Universal Packing. Once Universal Packing is installed, the follower gland is put on to apply pressure and seat the packing uniformly around the shaft. Universal Packing is a soft, moldable product that will conform to worn or scored shafts and still maintain a seal. Because it is not braided or interwoven, it will always remain flexible. Therefore, even as it wears, it is still functioning and does not have to be replaced, merely added to or topped off. In disassembling the demonstration tool, you can easily see how and why Universal Packing works and provides a low friction seal and cool running pump. Now let's take a look at it being installed in a pump. We're now on site in a typical boiler room. There are a series of 10 boiler feed pumps, several which already have been packed with Universal Packing number 3. We will now repack number 10 to show the ease and convenience of using Universal Packing. Step 1, be sure the system pressure and fluid are turned off. Step 2, remove the follower gland. In this application, the follower gland is a split follower gland. It's very simple to remove. Step number 3 is remove all of the braided packing. There are 5 packing rings in this pump, and all should be removed. Many pumps, as in this case, require the use of a lantern ring. In most cases, the lantern ring can be completely removed, and Universal Packing can be substituted and fill the gland completely. After the last bull ring is removed, a new bull ring should be installed. If a new bull ring or cut gasket is not available, the last ring taken out can be used as the bottom ring. The next step is to fill the gland with the correct style of Universal Packing. In this case, we are using style 777-3. It's recommended for boiler feed pumps. Universal Packing is a soft, moldable packing which will conform itself around the shaft. It works very well with scored or worn shafts. The next step in finish packing the pump is to install the top braided ring. Once this final ring has been installed, the next step will be to install the follower gland and tighten down uniformly. Once the follower gland has been installed, the packing nut should be tightened to a snug fit. Do not over-tighten. The last step is to adjust the follower gland. Turn on the system and let the pump run. If leakage occurs, tighten the gland nut slowly until the leakage stops. Let the pump run and watch for leakage. Continue to tighten the gland nut slowly until leakage stops. In most cases, the pump will run leak-free. Many maintenance departments prefer a slight drip leak. Universal packing will work on scored or worn shafts, but not where the bearings are worn or the shaft has any runout or whip. I would now like to review briefly the 6 various styles and applications of universal packing. Style 777-1 contains bearing pellets and a natural fiber which absorbs and holds a blend of grease, moly disulfide, and graphite. It is recommended for slurry pumps in sewage treatment plants, coal prep plants, and power plant ash slurries. Number 2 is similar to number 1 but is non-staining and does not contain bearing pellets. It is recommended for pulp and paper mills and raw water pumps. Style number 3. This chemically inert high-performance packing is made up of Teflon and GFO. It contains non-extrusion bearing pellets and has a broad pH range and high temperature capabilities. Very good in boiler feed pumps, asphalt pumps, and refineries. Style number 4 is the same as style number 3, but does not contain the bearing pellets. A very good valve stem packing for the same environmental situations as number 3. Style number 5 is a non-staining, non-contaminating, pure white packing, suitable for potable water and food applications. Contains FDA-approved materials. And style number 2000 is very good in high-temperature, hostile environments. Has a very broad pH range with 1800 degrees Fahrenheit max temperature. Very good in steam applications. Now for a quick review and comparison between universal packing and braided packing. Universal packing is a one-size-fits-all packing. With braided packing, a number of cross-sections must be stocked to accommodate different size glands. Because universal packing fits any size gland, inventories can be cut considerably. Unless you buy a more expensive molded ring, you must remove braided packing from a spool, wrap it around the shaft, and cut it on a bias. Usually 1 out of 4 or 5 rings are cut incorrectly. Also, many styles of braided packing are hard to cut and leave a ragged edge, which will result in a leak path. Cutting and installing braided packing is very time-consuming and expensive. Universal packing is very simple and fast, and there is no lost material or unwanted leak path. When braided packing is worn out, all of the rings must be removed and a complete set of new braided rings installed. These are the rings removed from the boiler feed pump you saw repacked earlier. Once you install universal packing, you merely remove the follower gland and top braided ring or split gasket and add more universal packing. This is a tremendous savings of downtime, labor, and material. All 3 relate to cutting costs. And last but not least, most all braided packing is designed around controlled leakage. In most cases, universal packing is formulated to be used as a leak-free packing. This is an area where the DER and OSHA are becoming quite concerned. These several points show how universal packing is far superior to braided packing and why every maintenance department should be switching to universal packing. Consult your local authorized distributor for the correct style to meet your requirements. like to take time now to describe and show our new pump and valve injectable packing system. The 700 PV hydraulic hand-operated gun is a very strong, heavy-duty unit designed specifically for pumping sealants into pumps and various style valves. It will handle all types of sealants regardless of the viscosity. To load the unit, simply remove the hose and flange assembly and fill the large capacity sealant area by hand using the bulk packing stick packing or our Injecto-Pack cartridge. All of the styles of 777 universal packing can be injected with this system, as well as the valve sealants as shown in our literature. We offer two different fittings depending on application or type of sealant required. The giant button head fitting has a built-in chrome alloy ball check and snap-on top receptacle. This permits injecting the packing or sealant while the system is under pressure. The Easy Flow fitting is used primarily with our universal packing long fiber types. It can be installed in quarter, 3/8, half-inch, or 3/4 NPT openings. By removing the button head coupler, the swivel fitting allows a quick, safe, sure method of injecting the packing directly into the stuffing box. Various type stick sealants are available for valve lubrication and sealant. Consult your catalog for the proper style for your application. Button head fittings are factory installed in most plug, gate, and ball valves. Merely snap on the fitting and begin to inject the sealant. This pump has had both the Easy Flow fitting and button head fittings installed. We put the Easy Flow fitting and button head fitting through the water inlet. The lantern ring and water feed have been removed and are no longer needed. By using the button head fitting, we can inject packing directly into the stuffing box without shutting the system down. This pump was packed over a year ago with universal packing. To inject rather than dismantle and repack, simply loosen the gland nuts and pump in the replacement packing. When the gland is full, adjust as you would when originally installing the universal packing. There are various styles and types of universal packing. Consult your local distributor for recommendation and availability.